Yeah, as far as I go is fantasy football, man. Anything beyond
Yeah,
that?
because it's fucking mindless.
Yeah, it's easy.
Oh my god, I caught some
It's not
touchdowns.
mindless. You can still win by having a strategy.
I don't like that.
And then, two of you guys get injured and you're done.
Also, very skillful play.
Yes. It's awesome.
Like when I drafted Adrian Peterson and he hit his kid in the stick,
Yep.
and then he didn't get to play.
Yep.
That was a really great year for me.
It's like GG. You're
Yeah.
done. Yeah, I had the same thing happen with injury. I think I first picked Gronkowski and he was out. Or
See,
something like that.
what the hell is even the point of playing at that point? You know.
It's really fun. You pick Tom Brady, he gets suspended, etc., etc.
Now, you knew he was suspended going in, though.
That's true.
That year. For 4 games or whatever it was.
That's true.
So like I mean, well, that made him drop. Hopefully.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. And nobody else would want to pick up whoever was. Not that you'd even want to pick that guy either. Whoever the hell almost said pitched. Whoever the hell was quarterback in his place for 4 games.
Whoever pitched in his place. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. All right, let's kick this thing off. What do you say? Stream's up. Stream is
Yeah,
running.
sure.
Hello. Welcome to stream, everybody. I should probably open up the dashboard and like try to see if there's anybody in the stream here.
I'm gonna have it open too.
You can open it. Yeah, that's how. This is gonna be the best stream and best cast because we're both like tongue-tied. I'm coughing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like, hey.
It's no good. There's.
Let's see. Got it here. All right, sweet. I'm in. And
All right, there.
yep, we're good to go. Oh yeah. We're live.
Look at Doug doing the work on our little intro thing down on our Facebook, Twitter, iTunes, Patreon.
Where? What?
Yeah, with the the
Twitch panels?
short. What do they call it?
What?
Short. It's not shorthand. It's because you're not writing in HTML.
Shorthand.
You ever try to write anything in that?
Yeah, I actually do HTML.
No, but you can. No, well,
Yeah,
I thought
actually,
I thought it didn't accept it. I thought you had to use something else. Like on mine, like if you go to my channel, all those little bullet points and all that shit is all done in some sort of weird not HTML language.
JavaScript or CSS?
No, it's the fuck is it called?
Yeah,
Whatever. It's like use all these like weird dashes and brackets and stuff.
Yep, sounds like all those.
Fine.
I don't know. Like I'm not a programmer.
Dude, you'll figure it out when you have to like do something again. Put pictures with links on them in here.
Yeah.
Because it'll tell you like here's a link to how to do this crap.
Okay. Oh, you mean on Twitch?
Yeah, like if you open up your little edit thing, there's like a little thing of like you click it. It's like they'll say, hey, we use this language for this.
Yeah. Interesting, but
yeah,
it's all good. No, I just dabble. Like I do some HTML for my job and stuff, and take care of websites. But nothing too fancy. And I certainly don't do Java. That's for darn sure.
Huh. It's foreign. Might as well be a clicking language.
Yeah, no joke. All right.
Alright, fuck this thing. I'm done with it.
What are you, what are you doing? What goofed you up?
Rebelling against
The cord?
control. The cord, yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, like Josh, what's up, Josh? Shout out. Nigel's headphone cord is literally like 6 inches long, and when he plugs his headset in, he's actually tethered to his PC by about a foot, so it's real fun. All right, let's get this show started. What do you say?
Sure, dude, whatever. I'm cool.
We got no Chase tonight.
Oh,
Chase is
super
working.
tired.
We're both tired, exhausted, sick, half coughing. It's great. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to really kick this thing into high gear. All right. I'm trying to get some voice back. Also, I haven't shaved in like a week and a half, so this is great.
I'm embarrassed because I did shave. It's terrible.
Nah, I got to shave in the morning.
Look like a 7-year-old boy.
Doc, come on. It's all good. I can't grow a beard ever. Like, just doesn't ever come in.
I mean, I tried. It wasn't really a beard. It was more just like a lot of hair.
I've tried, and it comes in patchy, and I give up.
Yeah, you gotta give it time.
I'm like, I got it this time. 4 weeks later, that's still patchy. I'm like, come on, man. I just give up. All right. What time is it? Skype call here. Oh, 10 minutes. Sweet. That's easy to remember. Hello and welcome to Brewmasters number 19. Holy crap, that's a lot of episodes. What's up, Nigel? It's tonight it's just me and Nigel. Chase is out. He is working at the Gamers Gauntlet, working for the man, and doing Lord's work though. He's spreading games and the joy. So yeah, let's see. We're gonna do a pretty short one probably tonight. We don't have a ton to talk about. But let's see. I'm gonna kick it off because I feel like it. It's going great for me. Love Ungoro. The set is amazing. The ladder's amazing. Like, I have fun games on the ladder, and I'm not used to that happening. I'm like, wait a minute, I just had fun. Like, I didn't just grind, and just destroy someone or lose to someone. Actually, it was a fun game. It's kind of surprising. Right now, actually, you know what? I am gonna open my ladder thing. We're live streaming this on Twitch, so twitch.tv/BrewmastersCast. Shout out to Josh, who's in the chat. You're the man. And, yeah, we're rocking and rolling, man. We got this thing hooked up. I'm going to look at my standard rank right now, and I am ranked 10, 3 stars. I'm getting there, but I'm very slowly getting there. Chase has me crushed. He is at, like, rank 5 or 4 or something ridiculous?
But he hasn't moved since last week, right?
That's true. It's been a week. He hasn't moved.
I think he said he was at 4 at one point.
That's kind of shocking. I'm like, come on, Chase, you could do it. Legend or bust, man. I think he can do it if he really lays into it. It seemed like he climbed a lot in 1 day or 2 days. So if he can jump on it, he'll get there for sure. So yeah, I'm ranked 10, just kind of having fun. It's funny, like I got to rank 10 just having fun, just playing games, chilling, trying different decks. I have 4 different standard decks right now. I just deleted 4 others, so I had like 8 or 9 standard decks. Just rotating, like trying new things. I got my roguery happening. It's great. Let's see, as for beer, tonight I am going with Shorts Brewery's Goodnight Bodacious. This is a sweet beer. It's very tasty. It is a double black India Pale Ale, which is very nice. It's got a high alcohol content and everything, which is fine. It's very dark. I'm going to show it up for the live stream. I've got it in this very fancy glass.
I don't know if I could drink that. That's really dark.
It's like so
looks
fancy.
Looks good though, I guess.
It actually...
Is that for beer? Because that glass looks like it's for wine.
Oh, trust me, it's for beer.
It's for whatever you say it is.
It's for whatever I put in it. No, it is. It's like really. You think you get like a double IPA or a porter, and you think this is going to be too thick, too rich, too much. Bah. This one's actually very balanced. It's like kind of like warming and not too. It's not too rough. Like you don't take a drink and go, oh my God, that's beer is taking me over. It's just good. And plus, it smells great, tastes great, love it. So yeah, that's my beer. What do you got? What's going on with you, Nigel?
Well, I'm what am I? I'm rank 8. I was 7, and I fell back a couple of games. I was really energized by the event we had last Wednesday at the Fireside Gathering. Not because I did okay. I don't think I did okay. I mean, I went 2-1.
You did good. Yeah.
Whatever, right? But considering one of my decks was like,
that was
unspeakably bad.
Pretty bad, but you did very well.
Yeah, it was more like I was playing in the event, and I was like, well, I have to blow my dust. I spent 8,000 dust crafting a variety of cards, and that kind of I was like, okay, well, I think I said at the event, I'm all in on the elementals now. Yep. I'm going to try a couple different builds, and I had a shaman and a mage both built in the event, and I liked the way they played.
Yeah.
So when I got home, I started playing the mage deck because I thought I liked primordial rune thingy, whatever discovers a spell. The 2-mana thing that discovers a spell is pretty sweet.
Primordial glyph.
Primordial glyph. That's what it is. And I think I went like 13-1 or 13-2 or something like that. I got to rank 10 like almost immediately from 15. Yeah. And that was like in basically one night. I was having a blast. Like it's just the deck felt so smooth. Like you almost even with Tolvir Rune Shapers and all that stuff, or the Tolvir guy, the 4-drop that breaks your elemental chain in the deck.
Stone Shaper.
Stone Shaper.
Yep.
Yes, I don't know the card names yet.
Also, for you guys at home, I know every card and what it does. It's just encyclopedic brain, I guess.
Doug knows the cards. I have the higher rank.
I also know every
That's how it
magic
works.
card. So if you need a magic card, let me know.
Dude, okay, fine, okay.
Don't try to stump me because you're
Quick
going to
aside.
think of like.
I know
some
exactly
crazy.
what's gonna, because this stumped me when we used to do the RTG cast. Chase,
Okay.
I bet Chase will know. Tell me what Greater Werewolf does.
Greater Werewolf?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What set was that from? Homelands? Is that from Homelands?
I think that was Lesser Werewolf.
Was that Lesser Werewolf? Well, I think Greater Werewolf. Yeah. Wow, man. And it's a summon lycanthrope for the creature, right? Creature type?
Oh wait, shit, that was the Homelands one. That's not the one I want. Okay, I'll just give you. That's the easy. It was Lesser Werewolf that I wanted.
No, I can't remember
maybe it's
every card.
There's a werewolf from Legends that's like,
Yeah.
it bends the rules of the game in ways that it just shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so fine, whatever.
But yeah, anyway, most magic cards.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that came to mind because I remember I once claimed I was like, I can't be stumped. I'm great, and that's when that came up. I'm like,
It's
well,
like, yeah, tell me what Ebon Praetor does.
You got me.
Like, come on. You know?
there you go. It's
Jeez.
6 mana, 5/5. During your upkeep, you sacrifice a creature. If the sacrificed creature was a throw, you put a +2/+1 counter on it.
And you're done.
And I think there's more. There's about
Yeah, there's
50
like
more words on
a
that card.
wall of text on that thing, yeah.
That's the gist. Anyway, so I got to 10, and then I started running into better decks, and like, despite the fact that I like the mage deck, and it was so interesting to play because like you had these tempo openers, but your punch just slowly accumulated in your hand over the course of the game, where you'd get these flame geysers just sitting in your hand and frost bolts and stuff, and eventually you were just like, blah, like you didn't even have to play Antonitis. Your minions gave you enough value that you were able to usually just burst someone down. And Blood Mage Thalmos was very important in that as a card you usually want to hold. Unlike how it used to be where you just play it if you drew it and just cycled it. It was important to try and win the game with. Yeah. Well, he was the only source of spell damage in the deck and you really missed it.
Yeah.
So I swapped to Elemental Shaman. It's funny, my reasoning was, I get to play Hex. And then even though I was already playing, I was actually playing 2 Polymorphs in the Mage deck because it's really good against Taunt Warrior.
Strong.
And it was just good against a couple of the other decks, but it was so bad against the Rogue Quest deck that you just were like,
Ooh, yeah.
great.
Ouch. That
I
hurts.
changed the art on his 5/5. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and the Shaman deck, its chain gets broken up far more consistently. Like you don't usually go through 4, 5, 6 or whatever with your elementals, but you got so much more power. You got to play Calamos, I think his name is. You got to play the really big dude.
Big dog.
Who's he's just Calamos Primal Lord's just really good.
Yes.
Does a variety of things. Like I've never selected his Onyxia option, but all the other options I've used, they've all been really great. Yeah. You also get to play Flame Tongue Totem, which is a card that you wouldn't think would be very good in a deck like this, but you have a lot of gaps and you have a lot of Firefly to where you're just let's play this little shithead 1/2, I cut the thing from the deed. I don't know. Thing from below. I cut the things from below at some point, and I still am playing 2 Mana Tide, 2 Flame Tongue. I
Those
think
cards are so good, though.
Yeah, Mana Tide does such a good job at forcing opponents into awkward positions.
Yep.
And Maelstrom Portal might actually be the best card in
Really?
the whole game. Yeah, it's so good. It just does so much for you. Yeah, it's It's okay. One, it's a total blowout against Rogue because you have these turns where almost all the time they'll play all their dudes will have their quest in hand. They'll be all right, I have my 5 dudes, and hopefully 3 of them live, and then I kill you. And you're just all right.
Well, yeah, if they're bad.
There goes your whole team. Well, whatever. Well, that's the thing. You're pressuring them because you're playing the Shaman deck that can get on the board. They have to. You force them into making that gambit.
Nah. I don't know with that Quest
really
Rogue deck. Every time I play against it, they even if I'm playing a decently fast deck, I get a slow start, and they like play their dudes, bounce them, do their shenanigans, get their quest,
Mhm.
and by the time they get the quest off, they have like 1 or 0 guys on the board, maybe 2, and then they prep quest and then start dropping everything with charge, like, and I die in
Oh,
one
see,
turn.
I don't really encounter that
Like,
that much.
it happens to me every time, and I'm like, how do they have 4 charges in hand after
They
doing all
almost
that?
always seem to try to have to go in on either the Firefly token, the little elemental token,
Yeah.
or Novice Engineer. I guess those are the ones that almost always are the ones they use to try and complete.
Yeah, novice is good, and the token is
Yeah.
almost, it's just too easy.
Yeah. So anyway, with the Shaman deck, I got to 7, and I'm only playing like I still
Nice.
I have 6 decks, but I'm only playing just the Shaman deck, and it's actually a different version of the Shaman deck. I
Wait.
rebuilt it.
You're down to 8. What happened?
I lost some games.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know how it goes.
Can't win them all. Dude, I lost to a
Can't win them all. Really? You don't win them
I
all?
lost to a Miracle Rogue player who stole 3 cards from me, and they were like the perfect 3 cards at the time. It was like
Right.
1 Maelstrom Boral, 1 Fire Elemental, and then
Man.
like a Hex or something. It was just like there's like literally no better card than that.
I
Oh no,
get
no,
that.
one of them was a Volcano, because at some point I had a Volcano in my deck. Then I cut them after that. I was like,
Nice.
nope, I'm not doing that anymore.
I got that in Arena. That was exciting.
It's a sweet card.
Yeah, because people would flood the board, and I'm like, oh, Volcano?
Yeah. Servant of Calamos does a much better job than it does in the Mage deck. And the Mage deck, you're really just hoping to get more Servants or Blaze Callers.
Right.
I guess because Steam Surger's like, okay.
Just keep chaining it.
In Shaman, you can get Allocated Windlord. I mean, you can get Fire Elemental and Blaze Caller. There's a lot more options there. It's really good.
That's nutty.
So yeah, I'm not drinking a beer tonight because I'm tired. I want to drink my Hop Slam.
You didn't
but,
drink your Hop Slam?
No, I want to drink it, but like I want to wait till Chase is here. I know Chase is in the chat or whatever, but like I want to be able to be like, oh, it's so good. You know, plus I'm super tired, man. Just leave me
Yeah.
alone.
You gotta wait for the beer master to be here.
Yeah, so I can explain to him how great it is.
So he can see you go, this is so good. This is so
Yeah.
good.
That's basically. I haven't really been playing a lot of Arena just because Construct has been so fun. I mean,
it's so good.
and like you know, like when I say Hearthstone's great,
Shh. Oh, we know it's good.
Really,
Yeah.
Hearthstone's really great.
If you don't have anything to complain about,
Yeah, and yeah, you could have a bad time. You can get run over by Quest Rogue, or like there's a couple Pirate Warriors out there, you know, whatever. But there's a great deal of diversity even within the class. When you see a class, you don't instantly know, 28 of their cards. When you see a Warrior, it could be Taunt Warrior, it could be
Yep.
Pirate Warrior. You see a Druid, it could be one of 3 decks. It could be Jade, it could be Ramp, it could be the Aggro deck, which I think is one of the coolest decks actually
yeah.
to come out of this. Living Man is a card that like I severely underestimated,
Yep.
and I've lost a number of games to it.
Well, the thing that gets you is you're like, okay, it seems good, but you don't, it doesn't work with Innervate, so that sucks right there. But then everybody's like, oh, well, if they have silence effects, you're just screwed.
Nobody
Like-
plays that.
But it's like, well, how many silence effects are they going to have? Unless they're playing Silence Priest, then you're actually screwed.
Look,
Right.
if you have a decent board and they spend their turn casting Mass Dispel, you might still win.
Yeah, exactly. You might still win. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. It's like you don't care.
Yeah.
Like you can still cast Mark of the Lotus. A lot of times you can set it up where you end up with 1 mana and you'll have 2 mana next turn, so you can cast
Exactly.
Power of the Wild or whatnot.
Yeah, I've seen some
like-
ridiculous shenanigans with that.
It's a one. It's so much harder to deal 2 damage than 1 damage these days.
Yeah.
It's way less likely for people to easily do. Like obviously, pings, fan of knives, things like that, and Firefly, elemental
Fan of
tokens. There's a lot of 1 damage things floating around, but 2 damage isn't really that easy to do these days. So unless your opponent already has a good board, which they probably won't, unless you're already severely behind, like it's really good value. And your opponent, when you play against Jade Druid, what do? You always trade, always. So you'll have the time to be able to build up this opportunity to like dump your hand, play Living Man or whatever, and maybe get a Savage Roar next turn, or like it might scare your opponent into playing incorrectly. So I think that deck's really sweet, and I'd play it, but I just don't think I can play it well enough.
Yeah. Funny.
It's not actually an easy deck to play. I don't
Yeah.
think.
I was gonna say, funny story from my laddering so far. I've had, I was playing Taunt Warrior for the most part, and I looked in. Ray C wrote a guide and put it up on, I don't know what's his Panda Global or something, and it's up on I think hsreplay.net. I mean, it's on Reddit if you go there and check it out. And it's a sweet guy. He tells you all about this and that. And there was, I can't remember if it was a podcast I was listening to or if somebody was just telling me that if you face against a warrior, right, and it's a pirate warrior, you're going to want to mulligan the quest because you don't want to be, down a card against pirate warrior. And if you're playing against the mirror, you want to keep the quest, obviously, so you can flip the switch and go rag and, win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so how the hell do you tell? Well, whoever was talking said you watch what they do with their mulligan, and if they hold over one card, like they highlighted one card and they're just hovering on it, it's probably Pirate Warrior. And I was like, okay. And like I kind of thought about it, and so then I was playing a ladder match like right after that, and that guy did the exact same thing. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's Pirate Warrior. So I mulligan the quest, right? We start the game, and it's Quest Warrior. And I just got run over because I had no quest. And he's like,
yeah, you had no hope to win.
Eventually, he went rag, and I'm like, gain 2 armor, and he's like, deal 8 to your face.
I wonder how long it'll take before they do something about that, because it's never really. I mean, they got rid of the whole like staring at each other until 1 second left in the mulligans.
Yeah.
But I don't particularly like this this waiting game or paying attention. Like, you don't. Like, even if you're playing at a good rank or at Legend, like, you don't want to be, like, staring at their, at their cards, like, the entire game. You want to be able to blink and enjoy yourself. And,
right.
And because it's such a key decision, like, if it was a super small thing, fine, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe leave it. But this is, like, game defining. Like,
it
whether
is,
you win or, like, whether you have your quest or not is defining of your plan in the game. So,
exactly.
I don't like the idea that you have to, like, pay attention like that. It just doesn't seem very fun. What the hell are you playing?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It's just a wild shaman deck. I have the Play 50 shaman class cards. So I just threw 50 class cards in a deck, and I'm actually winning with it. So.
You threw 50 shaman cards in a deck. That's a good feat.
Yeah, well, 30,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
anyway.
that's about all that's going on with me.
Like,
I'm just having fun,
So you said you were surprised by Living Mana. So was I, but
yeah.
I think the bigger surprise is Stonehill Defender. Right.
It's a card that's been popping up in a lot of lists besides Taunt Warrior, obviously.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna go into it a little later in the arena segment where I'm highlighting Stonehill Defender. But there are I think I might actually try and play it either in addition to or even instead of Tar Creeper, which is crazy, right? But
yeah.
I just I don't know. I don't know if I have room for both. That's the thing. But
yeah, that's true.
It's like in certain classes you can get some really powerful cards, and there's not really that many misses. And it's particularly powerful in Shaman because it's a 1/4. It's another just random dork that can sit next to a Flame Tongue Totem and do some work.
Yeah.
Which is really it's really powerful. I mean, you could play like 6 3-drop 4 health taunts in Shaman, like no problem.
That's
or do they
crazy.
well, like 2 of them? Whatever, Tar Creeper's got 5, but.
Right.
Like, you could play 2 Stonehills, 2 of the 2/4 Healing Elemental, and 2 Tar Creepers, and just call Pirates a day. Be like, get fucked.
Man. That's crazy stuff. But, yeah, I mean, that card's great. I think Ungoro's just been such a joy. I mean, my kids are having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. Like, even laddering, I'm like, okay, I'm going to ladder. Let's dig in, let's go here. Get some water, get some chips or whatever, It's going to be like a 4-hour session of pain. And it's just like, oh, I'm playing against random priest combo. Just like random stuff the whole time. It's great. Love it. Let's kick over to some other stuff here. Hearthstone Global Games. Ooh, exciting.
It's cool. It's fun to watch, I guess.
High drama. National Pride.
That's not what I would not use any of those to describe the global games so far. But
not National Pride. No, nothing.
No.
Oh, dang.
Yay! My team is better at Hearthstone than China. Go democracy.
And I just, whatever, right?
Yeah, democracy clearly works because we win at Hearthstone.
Like, the only reason I like Team USA is because I'm more familiar with the people that are on the team. That's like it. That's it.
I'm like, go USA. This would be exciting though if let's see, Mexico hasn't played yet. When they play next, if they win their match, that's a North American sweep, my friend. Because USA and Canada both went 3-0.
That's true.
Was Canada 3-0?
I don't remember. It's on the site. Their site's really
I know, I'm
good.
looking at it. Yeah, 3-0. Boom. Tasty.
Yeah,
France.
shout out, by the way, to like that's the coolest part of this. It's like I mean, it's 10 weeks long, right? The event's super
Right.
long, but so you're like as a normal viewer, or even a somewhat hardcore viewer, I'm sure you have other things to do in your life besides
Really,
watch the
yeah.
game. So you're gonna watch a fair bit of this stuff on VOD, and instead of having to like go through Twitch, like comb through it all, their site is really well laid out. It's got all the VODs really easily accessible, and it's just I was really surprised at the good job they did. They didn't make it all like.
Right.
The only thing I can compare it to is like League, where
Yeah.
League's got this whole like yeah, you can access their stuff, but it's all this like lasers, pew pew, like everything's super flashy and cool,
Yeah.
and it's like, come on, guys, just give me the fucking VOD. I want to
So,
watch
yeah,
the VOD.
I was gonna say, for those of you that don't know, if you go to the Hearthstone Global Games site, if you go to their main Hearthstone site, go to the esports on the banner and go to Global
Mhm.
Games, it'll take you to the main page, and you see like there's a Twitch window and it says offline. You're like, oh, that's a bummer. But if you scroll down and you look at the matches, so right now I'm going to go to Group B, right, and it's got Netherlands, United States, Peru, blah blah blah. But if I go over to the right and it says the match shows you USA versus Great Britain, and it says 3-0 USA. It shows you the classes that played against each other, and then if you click the watch button, it will actually take you to the VOD on Twitch directly, which is like super cool. So I don't even have like if I didn't catch it, I can just go here, find my match, and watch it right off in just that match. It's like awesome.
Yep, real
That's
simple.
exactly what I want. Because like I want to go later. I'm going to watch that Canada match, and I'm going to be able to do it easily. It's nice. It's like wow, it's refreshing.
Yeah, so props to them for keeping
yeah.
keeping things simple, keeping it tight, and it's a long event, so people will be wanting to, they'll be at work through Monday through Friday or whatever. They're going to want to catch up, and it'll be easy for them.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of that. Shout out to Firebat for crushing in that for the USA.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the USA for
Yeah,
crushing.
shout out to
Gosh,
everybody. It's true. They had a 3-0, baby.
it was a
exciting.
beating.
Yeah. All right, so the other thing I want to touch on is the TESPA Championships. I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can pick a winner. You can pick a champion. Just like we did for, HCT. You can choose your champion, and you can get packs if they win. Let's see. I chose UT San Antonio. I don't know why.
Hey, that's who I picked, I think.
That's right. All right. No, I have no.
I actually couldn't
stake in
remember.
this.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's UT San Antonio. That's who I picked, though.
Nice. I actually don't know why I picked them, but oh well. You go, San Antonio.
Here's my reasoning. I'm pretty sure in Heroes of the Dorm,
Yeah.
UT Arlington, which
Ooh.
obviously is not the same city,
Pretty close.
is a really good team.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, UT, fuck it, let's go. Like I don't know any of these other schools.
Yeah. That's the thing is I didn't know many of them, so I was like, we'll pick this
I
one.
mean, I
It
knew
sounds
Rutgers. I'm not gonna vote for Rutgers ever and everything.
Cool. Nice.
Such an idiotic name for a school.
But anyway, yeah. If you haven't done that, go over there, choose your champion, maybe get some free packs. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And then for our fascinating beer segment, Chase is not here, guys. So we don't have a beer segment.
No beer segment.
Yeah, we're both dummies when it comes to beer, so
Yeah.
you don't want to hear our opinions.
I like it.
It's good. This one is tasty.
Indeed.
I likes to drink the beer. Yeah, it's like, well, what do you think about this fancy beer? I'm like, well, it's dark, and it tastes good. So, yeah, no, he's like, the aromatic qualities really bring out the walnut in the oak, and you're like, what the hell?
Did you notice that in chat he corrected me on what kind of glass it was? It's a snifter.
Yeah. Oh man, see, I don't even know what it is. It's in my cupboard, so I grabbed it, and I'm like, this looks fancy.
See, that's how you get to, like I'm level 0. I'm level 0 because I don't know anything.
Right.
Doug's level 1 because he doesn't know what it's called, but he knows that's for beer.
Right, I know I should
And
use
Chase
it.
is level 17 and a half, where he probably knows where that glass was made.
He's at the end game. He's just waiting for the final boss. Yeah, for sure. All right, so what's up with the arena here? You got you gonna go back to Stonehill Defender?
Yeah,
there?
so I'm going to expand a little on Stonehill Defender, and it's not. This is not an exclusive thing to Arena. So if you're not an Arena guy, you can still listen because, like, I think this card may start to see more expanded play across a number of decks. In particular, It could be, you could have it in, I think, whether it's a druid, shaman, paladin, and or warrior. First of all, I think there's 38 neutral hits with Stonehill Defender, and
That's
you know
a
they're
lot.
all. That is a lot. It's more than that. It's way more than I thought it would be, right? So, but I think there's only like 6 that I would consider to be really weak. And obviously, it's all context. And if you're playing a 1/4 taunt for 3,
Yeah.
then maybe something like Shield Bearer is not that bad if you're just trying to buy time. It depends on what you're trying to do with the deck exactly. If you're just trying to get value, these cards are probably pretty bad. And the weak ones I would consider to be Goldshire Footman, Shield Bearer, Frostwolf Grunt, Tauren Warrior, Silverback Patriarch, Silverback Patriarch, and Dread Corsair. Because I imagine most of the time if you're playing this card, Stonehill Defend, you probably don't have any weapons in your deck to make it good value. Although it is a 3/3, so... there's a number of good neutrals that you can get. You can get Sogoth, which is pretty sweet. You can get Primordial Drake, which is also great. You can get Rathion, which randomly will draw you a card, and you can always go infinite with more Stonehill Defenders. So it's pretty hard to do. For classes, and this is the kind of stuff you think about. Like most, just know that when they cast their Stonehill Defender, the vast majority of the time, they're going to like even stuff like. Mogushan Warden, like they're they're going to be able to get something that fits the situation. They're going to be able to get a cheap taunt, or like a really big taunt, or like a value taunt. A lot of the time. So be prepared, unless they just cast it on 3 when they don't know what the context of the game is going to be like. Anyway, for classes, Druid, it's like okay because you can't get Druid of the Claw and you can't get Shell Shifter because they don't have taunt naturally, but you can get like Dark Arrow Koa, Jade Behemoth, and Ironbark Protector, which are fine. And Druid's typically a class that probably wants to play defensively, especially in a situation like Arena or a ramp deck. For Shaman's way better than I thought it would be. You can get Hot Spring Guardian, already a card that's like an auto 2 of. You can get Earth Elemental, which I've seen people playing, by the way. Just straight up fucking rockin' Earth Elemental. You can get Thing from Below, another card that's featured, and you can also get Alakir the Windlord, which it could be a real surprise for your opponent, yeah.
Heck yeah.
In Warrior... Public Defender's not so great, but you can get Cornered Sentry, which has its applications. You can get Bloodhoof Brave, Alley Armorsmith, which is a deck-defining card, Direhorn Hatchling, Ornery Direhorn, or Tarlord. Like, there's a lot of hits for Warrior, and they may not be the best, but they all almost all share like very high health in common. So like you'll know that if your Warrior opponent in Arena casts Stonehill Defender, like there's a big ass up in their hand somewhere.
Most likely, yeah.
And then for Paladin actually has the most interesting options because three Paladin legendaries all have taunt. You can get Wickervlane Burnbristle, Tyrion Fordring, or Sunkeeper Tareem. And you can also get Grimestreet Protector, which is a card that's really big and awesome in its own right. So like there's 4 really powerful hits in Paladin. Yeah. There's only 4 different ones you can get.
All those cards are good, and the weighting of the class, you get more class-specific cards than you do neutrals. So it's in Paladin, it's gross.
That's right. So in Arena, look out for it, and Constructed, because I don't think Paladin has too much of an identity at the moment. There's just like value Paladin kind of running around. I think that the Stonehill Defender will slot right in there. Like immediately, just because getting another copy of Tyrion or getting another copy of Sunkeeper can be like absolutely bonkers. So I don't know, like that. That's basically it for that. So I think that when you see Stonehill Defender when you're drafting, I think I may have said this. Like you just take it basically, unless your deck has some sort of dire need elsewhere. Like I think I was faced with the choice of
It's very good.
I don't know what I'd do if I was faced with Stonehill Defender versus Spiked Ridge or Spike Hog Steed, what I think it's called.
Spiked what?
The really Spiked Hog Rider, the 5-mana 5/5 that gets shard. That card's so good.
It's very good. But I think I'd take the Defender. Well, depending on your class. If you're Paladin
depends on the
or
class,
Warrior,
depending on the deck. Yeah,
take it hands down. Maybe even Druid.
Probably. It's real. It's very close. And if it's early, I think if it's early, you just default to the Defender. Like if you don't know what your deck's going to be like. If it's late, there's cases where you can be like, all right, I'm like a tempo deck all the way, so I don't need this other card. But yeah, and then putting it up there in the same category, the same tier as Spiked Hog Rider, saying something about the card. So that's my Arena segments. You see that Stonehill Defender, you take that shit.
You take that Stonehill Defender.
Yeah.
You don't look back.
No, you don't generally.
Yeah. No. So. Today I got some exciting deliveries. I got a package from Blizzard for the Fireside Gatherings, another prize support kit, which is exciting. The funny thing about it is, they sent me another copy of the very first kit I ever got. So it's literally, it's like they had an old one in storage that they pulled out. Like it's name tags. It's like the giant card that you write on and write in the chat bubbles. And they sent me a poster, like all the stuff that I got before, like at Gamers Gauntlet in Clinton Township, Michigan, where we hold our Fireside Gatherings. There is a Florida, like a 7 or 8 foot tall banner, basically, where you can like hang pairings and post notices and stuff. And I got another one of those in there. I'm just like, what do I do with this now? It's exciting. It's kind of funny.
Give it all away. Whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. I got Sylvanas, pop and all kinds of stuff. It's down to the item. It's the same exact kit, so it kind of cracked me up when I got it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be cool, Ungoro stuff. No, no, I got 0 Ungoro stuff. So I'm gonna send them an email and make sure it wasn't some kind of mistake or something. So keep your
some
eye out.
intern messed up over there.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? So maybe I'll have some cool stuff next time. Maybe not. It might just be the standard. Literally the standard, stuff that came in there. But I also got a little package that I ordered from the Blizzard Gear Store. This is like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago when they did their spring sale. It was like at the end of February, beginning. I don't even remember when it was now. But I got like 3 emails saying my order was delayed. Delay 1, delay 2. I'm like, I'm getting this thing in like June. I'm not even worried about it. Like I forgot about it. It just showed up today, so I got like all these crazy boxes. But I have hanging off my chair a Hearthstone hoodie.
Man,
that's right.
That's cool stuff.
I got the Hearthstone hoodie. I got a couple of pillows for the couch. My wife is very happy about it. It's exciting times. Just for those of you wondering out there, if you have a wife and you buy Hearthstone throw pillows, she will love them. Look at this. See that top-notch sign right there? It's great. But no, it's a fun time. Moving on to Fireside Gatherings. April 12th, we had a Fireside. It was awesome. We had 22 players. It counted as a new record for that Tavern Hero qualifier shenanigans. We crowned another Tavern Hero. Shout out to Tyler El Tigre. I forget the numbers on his battle tag, but that was his tag. He was a scholar and a gentleman. He was very nice and polite to everyone the entire time. Even as he was crushing fools, he was like, well played, very nice. The funny thing about him was, his name is funny, right? But it starts with Tyler, and his name is Tyler, so that makes sense. But then the end of it is El Tigre. So all night long, when I see his name, I go, El Tigre, and I'm like shouting it out. And he's not even looking up. He didn't even know it was him. He's like, oh, I wonder who that is. He's like looking around, and I'm going, Tyler, and then he looks up like, what? I'm like, dude, part of your name is like a tiger in Spanish or whatever. It's hilarious. It sounds great. And he was having no part of it. It was really funny. But yeah, he won very narrowly over Mr. Zubs, who was a winner of our last Tavern Hero. So that shows how good that dude is, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Zubs, man. You got the skills there for the Tavern Heroes. I was going to do some statistics for this one. The exciting thing that is that when I used Battlefy for the results, it actually gave me some statistics. Our highest win rate is Paladin, actually.
Yeah, how many, though?
Yeah, only a couple of games, because only one person brought Paladin. Shout out to Generic Pro and his shenanigans. But it was actually a good deck, so you got to give him props there. The second highest win rate was Rogue, 60% with Rogue.
Probably a lot of games from Rogue.
Yes, a lot of games. The rest of these classes all have an abundance of games, because everybody. That's the exciting thing. So when I did stats for our last Fireside Gathering Tavern Hero qualifier, I did them by hand, and there were 0 hunters. 0. Not a single person brought hunter. None. And I think there was like, what, 1 paladin or 2 paladins? Tops.
It was not many.
Not many. And they did not do well. This one, there are... Every class is represented here. And hunter is in the middle of the pack. It's right there in the middle. It's right there.
I think a lot of people, they missed playing hunter, and it's a nice, safe deck.
Heck yeah.
It doesn't have any really glaring weaknesses or really glaring advantages. You just kind of throw it out there.
Yeah. But
Like,
yeah,
all right,
so
it's kind of like the old Druid combo deck, where like it was just kind of there.
yeah.
You're like, all right, I can maybe snake a win with this.
So the top 3 classes, if you take out the anomaly of Paladin, right, and you, I mean, Druid only had like 9 games. Everything else had 20 plus games, right? So if you take out Paladin and Druid, which are kind of anomalous, but not really. Like Druid still had 9 games, so it's pretty strong. But you get to Hunter that had like 25 games, and Hunter's got a 52% win rate. It's not too bad, you know. And against, again, like the funny thing about it is it's against all the classes. Like, you know, you don't have just like the Hunter played against the Mage or whatever and got crushed, or you know, those types of things. So I don't know, it's cool stuff, and it was a great time. At that fire.
How did Warrior do? I know that we can't distinguish between Pirate or Taunt, but I'd like to know.
Yeah, it goes Rogue, Warrior, Druid, Hunter, basically. Yeah. So Warrior was 57% win rate out of 14 games, and it destroyed the Rogues and the Hunters, and it kind of did okay in the mirror match, and against Shaman. But yeah, I mean, it beat the Rogues 100%, beat the Hunters 100% as well. Yeah, and I don't know if the link to the Battlefy thing is going to work, so I'm going to throw these up on the GG Hearthstone players group. Yep, I'm going to copy it over to an image and post it up there for you, so
Cool.
everybody can check those out. That's some neat stuff. I love having stats for things. It's exciting.
Well, Hearthstone's a game that's all about stats. You know, when you play ladder, when you play something where you just play games endlessly, you want to know how you're doing. That's why you have things like the Hearthstone deck tracker and such.
Yeah, and I wish I had classes for everybody because I don't. Like I tried to piece it together because I was entering the games, and some people, you know, their one class was banned, so I only have 3 classes for them, and they never played the other one, and it's just like crap. Yeah, because not everybody turned in their little card at the end of the night, which says right on it, "Turn me in at the end of the night." People are like, I wonder why it says that. I'll throw it away.
I actually, right before I folded it in half
You
and
were
almost
one of
threw it
them,
away,
weren't you?
I
Damn
was.
it,
I was
Nigel.
like, why does Doug want this?
Damn it. I tried, man. I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a note here. Oh, yeah. Hit drum, big turtle leaf. Yep. Did you know you can make the volcano explode on the Angora map?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard that on, I don't know how,
It's exciting.
but I heard that on like Reddit or something, that someone was mashing buttons or
Well,
something.
I
and it
heard
just
about
happened.
it. Yeah, I heard about it, and then I was just goofing around with the map, and my daughter was watching me, and the thing friggin' erupted, and she went nuts. She, like, lost her mind. Look at that thing! I'm like, I had no idea it could do that.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I totally knew what I was doing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had the tavern here on 412. The next event is going to be on the 26th of April. This one's going to be more casual, but it should be fun. I mean, how could it not be fun? The decks are great. The meta's great.
Format's pretty good.
Format's awesome. I mean, we're going to have some side events. I'm going to do something. I don't know what yet. Probably do like an adventure guide or an Angoro challenge of some type. And probably not an innkeeper challenge because, you know, I got to let you guys win some games here.
Clearly.
Yeah, I still can't get over that. How did I not lose a match? You got me. Let's get to some flavor text. I mean, we're just about wrapping this up. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
we're blowing through this, but that's okay. You know, we don't have Chase here.
Yeah.
We're just honestly, like, I think if it were a week later, if I had one more week of practice, I would say like maybe we can take the Elemental Shaman deck and really break it down. I don't feel quite comfortable doing it yet.
Yeah, neither do I. I've been playing a lot of Taunt Warrior, and I've got a Taunt Warrior here on the stream. But at the same time, I feel like I make a lot of mistakes, and I don't have it nailed down 100%. Like, I was listening to the pros talk, and they're like, oh yeah, we took Bloodhoof Brave out, it sucks, blah, blah, blah. And then I play games where I don't have a 4-drop. And I'm like, wow, I really could use a Bloodhoof Brave right now, you know? So I put one back in, and it's like okay, I don't know what to say to that. You know?
Well, you got to remember that what they're playing against is different from what you're playing against.
True. Yeah.
You know, it's not just a matter of having a plan. Like, you know, a deck like Taunt Warrior, it's not purely reactive because obviously you can just play your taunt minions, but which ones you play can, you know, it matters based upon what your opponent has on the board and what you can expect them to play on the next turn. So that's how it gains value.
Yeah.
So if your opponents are all playing Miracle Rogue or so, let's just say something that's shitty against, then, you know, they're not going to want it. They're going to be like, this card's dog do.
Sure, yeah, I understand that. It's but it's just funny how I'm like, oh yeah, I should take that out, and then I totally need it. It's one of those things. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of the Tunnel Warrior there, and I also have been playing a lot of the Miracle Rogue shenanigans.
I've just been doing the elemental thing. It's been so fun.
Yeah, I had to craft.
Firefly is like a format-defining card in a really
Yes,
weird way.
it is. I had to craft the Sherazin Corpse Flower. Chase will be very happy to hear that. The card is sick. I mean, when you have any kind of draw, like you have a Fan of Knives, you have the Gadget Zan, it's just ridiculous. You just get it back every turn. Like,
Yeah.
I
I got killed by it a couple times.
Yeah.
I got killed by a guy who. It was the same guy who I told you earlier how he pulled like the perfect cards for off his his like spell stealing stuff.
Yeah.
He was like holding cards, and I was like, I don't know what he's doing, right? And then he was pressuring me with the Therazin, and I kept killing it and slowly getting his life total down. But I wasn't really like thinking I was going to win the game. I was just kind of hoping not to die.
Right.
And then he had a turn where he reanimated it by casting a flurry of spells. And then I was like, okay, I'm like, oh, he got his Corpse Flower back again, great. And then he goes 0 mana Arcane Giant, 0 mana Arcane Giant, 14/14 Van Cleef.
Yep.
That's what the hell does Rogue say? I don't know, just taunted like a bitch.
What does the rogue say? I don't even know. Like,
Whatever.
oops. Yeah.
I was like, okay, you got me.
Yeah. Oh, funny. Here's a good story. I've been playing lately in a lot of tournaments. I've been trying to like, I don't know, maybe get an HCT point or two like in my life. That would be exciting. And so I've been joining all these open tournaments and trying to like see what I can do, see how far I can get. I've got as far as I think the round of 16 and 1, but that's as far as I've never made the quarterfinals. Like, I'm not gotten over that hump yet where I have a good lineup and I know what I'm doing. So I play this tournament, and just as I start the tournament, I think I was literally playing my first match, and I can't remember the situation, but I had to go to the store, right? And I can't remember why now, but it was like I had to go. I didn't have any more time. I had to get something.
I know why. Don't worry.
No, I don't. No, I have no idea why. I can't even remember now. And
Sure.
I had to take the kids with me. Right? So, I'm in a Hearthstone tournament. I'm in round 1. I win the first game, by the way. I have to switch to mobile. Right? I'm on my PC. I'm just having a good old time. Oh, you got to go to the store. Oh crap! Why? I had to go. I didn't have a choice. So I switched to mobile on the old phone, right? Oh, shout out to Extra Life, by the way. Bam. Helping
That's cool.
sick kids. Yeah, they send me a case. It's cool. But anyway, so I have to go to the store. I go to the store. I get the kids. I load them in the car. I got my phone out. I'm just like, like trying to wrestle with kids with this hand over here, and then use the phone with this hand. And it was insane, man. I mean, it was nuts. And then I won the first game on the PC. I switch over to mobile. I win the second game on the phone, like while driving. It was ridiculous.
Dangerous.
No, I wasn't actually
Hearthstone while driving.
No,
Kids in the car.
I would drive and park, and of course, the best part of it was Game 3. I'm actually driving. This is when I have to drive. Is during Game 3, right? So I say, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I hit play. I hand the phone to my 8-year-old. And I'm like, tell me when he plays, and we're gonna do this. And my daughter Violet is really, really great, and she's just like, you know what? I got this, Dad. She's sitting there. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you playing? What's going on? And she was good about it. She was telling me like, oh, he played a 2/6 taunt or whatever, and I'm like, hex it and go face. I'm just like, and she's over sitting next to me going, face. She's like, I can hear her, swiping up. But anyway, we got to the store and I checked, and so I was up as a best of 5. I was up 2-0 or 2-1 at that point, and we had to go into the store, and I'm like, it is so hard to actually like play a game on your phone while you're doing something else like that, like pushing a cart full of kids with kids running around you, and like you have to pick up items. It was almost like a crazy game show. It's like a Japanese game show where they're like, okay, balance these spinning plates while you dodge bullets or something. It was ridiculous. So I ninja'd my way through the store. I got all the way to the checkout counter, and I'm still in the game. And then my daughter just went, I have a 3-year-old too. She just went berserk for some reason. I still don't even know why.
She sensed that you might win.
She's like, Dad's winning. I gotta freak out, So she goes totally nuts in the store, like scream, cry, the whole 9 yards. I have to put the phone down, I rope out, I lose a turn, that kind of stuff. And then when I pick the phone back up, I'm like, oh, I can scramble and still do stuff. So I get some stuff out, and it was a situation where he was playing Miracle Rogue and I was playing Taunt Warrior. And all I have to do is kind of stay in the game and gain armor. And then when he goes for his big turn, I just brawl, right?
Yeah,
And
basically.
I hopefully have enough armor to survive. Well, he played like Edwin, a big Edwin, something else, and like something else. He had like 3 minions. And because I was in such a hurry and I was actually on the rope, I was going to time out, I just threw the brawl out without thinking about it. And then as soon as I did, I went, I just lost the game. Like, he just had that, that light bulb went off, like, I'm done. And so the next turn he's like, yeah, prep, fan, blah, 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 giant, dead, So, yeah, that's why I lost my tournament. Thanks, 3-year-old. But it was fun. I mean, I will never do it again. I wouldn't start it. I would just
too stressful, man.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. It would have been fine if we had stayed in the car, because they're strapped into the car seats and they're relatively quiet, and Violet was helping me play, so it's all good. But once we got into the store, man, it was over.
It was like the Hearthstone raid boss, where you start just normal and you're doing whatever, and then like there's a phase change, where suddenly you're driving and you have to like, and then like, oh, you passed that. Well, this is the final 20%.
Get to stage
now
3.
You're in the store. Dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nuts. Like so stressful. I'm like,
you know what happened? Like you took too long and the enrage timer hit. That's why your 3-year-old went nuts.
Yep. Yeah, the enrage timer for the 3-year-old. That's what happened. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Let's do some flavor text. We got. You want to start with you? What do you got? Servant of Calamos. Is that?
Yeah, I got Servant of Calamos. Yeah, it's the neutral one. I think it's a really cool card. It's. It's appropriately costed for what it does. It draws you a card. It can just be powerful stuff. The flavor text is he's doing his best, but his mom thinks that if he had just applied himself in school, Calamos would be working for him.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, where's this going? It's not bad. I like it.
When I was reading it, I was like, how's this going to end? Oh, okay.
Like, this is a whole paragraph for this stupid card. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, what's mine? Let's see. Oh, yeah, mine is Meteor. I don't know if you guys have read the flavor text on Meteor. When you absolutely, positively have to kill all the dinosaurs. Which is kind of like, yeah, I get it. At the same time, it's like, wow, that's sad. Like, that actually happened, dude. Whoa. That's a deep cut to the dinosaurs,
Too soon.
Too soon. Too soon, bro. Oh, man. Harsh. All right.
I'm sure Rag would agree with me.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right. That'll do it. You got any movie talk? You got any exciting movies?
Did I watch any movies? No, I watched I watched I watch Archer like a season behind.
Yeah.
Because I just watched it on Netflix.
I gotta catch up on that show. I watched the first season. That's it. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It gets better from there. Like I think high point I think is season 5 or maybe it's 4. It's Archer Vice. You'll know when you get to it.
Yeah. Season 4.
Yeah, I watched the season previous to the one that's currently running on television. I was sad about how short it was. I'm not gonna say I was disappointed, but it wasn't their best work. I was really sad.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was. I mean, it was good. It was still good, right? Because it's Archer, but
still good.
I don't know.
It's like The Walking Dead. When it's a boring season, it's still a good show. It's just a boring season.
See, I think that's about it. I don't think I've watched any movies. I still haven't watched Rogue One.
You still haven't watched Rogue One?
Still haven't watched Rogue One because I don't want to buy it.
It's a great movie. It's very solid. You'll like it. You'll like it more than Force Awakens. How's that?
I better.
I think
Force
you
Awakens. Force Awakens is pretty bad. It's like in order, worst to best in Star Wars.
What do you think about the trailer for the new one? You're not watching it? Is that?
Oh no, I did. It was fine. Like I don't know a lot about. What was a teaser trailer? I don't know a lot about like the whole like Star Wars universe that outside what's directly, told in the movies, especially about like the Force and stuff like the only Star Wars books I've read, or the only Star Wars media I've taken in outside the actual movies themselves are the Thrawn series, the Timothy Zahn ones, which I think they may have retconned actually. So
I don't
useless.
know. Yeah, you got me. See, I just watched the movies like when I think I was like 8 or 7, and I watched the movies, because we had cable at the time, so they were on HBO or whatever, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
these are amazing. So,
Well,
it's that kind of thing.
well, it's called The Last Jedi, or the movie, right? The one that's coming out. So
Yep.
a lot of, and I don't remember exactly what was implied or said in the trailer. I just remember it was pretty good. I remember reading on Reddit, they're talking about how there's like this character or race or something that they introduced in some sort of canon that's not the movies, or maybe it was a movie. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that like it's The Last Jedi implies that like he's not going to train. Luke's not going to train Rey to be a Jedi. He's going to train Rey to be this like all-inclusive sort of thing. Because how it works is
Really?
how it happened was the Jedi and the Sith are both not incorrectly, but they're both not using the Force to its fullest potential, right? Like the Jedi don't, you don't have to like submit to anger or fear or whatever. Just like you don't have to submit to, staying your hand or wisdom or whatever virtues the Jedi uphold.
Yeah, they're opposite sides of the spectrum.
It's a balance. It's supposed to be a balance,
Exactly.
and like that would allow you to take advantage of everything that the Force can offer. And I think that's what the whole like.
Is that what it's implying?
That's what That's what this movie and the remaining one are going to be about in terms of the story of.
That's cool.
Like wizard people, whatever they call them.
Space wizards. Yeah.
Well, you don't call them Jedi, Force wielders. I don't know. That's kind of generic.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
that'll be pretty cool to see, assuming that's actually what's happening.
Sounds about right. It makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's all from Reddit. So I don't call me some kind of genius. I
like it. Yeah, I think that's neat. Yeah, I mean the only thing I've got going, I saw Logan finally. Did you see that?
No.
No. Oh, damn, Nigel, you let me down.
I don't.
Man.
I don't
Damn.
do anything with my life, man.
That's
I work and I come home and I watch my kid.
Yeah,
I play Hearthstone.
What do you think I do? I just watch 3 instead of 1. It's all
I don't know.
difference.
Playing tournaments while driving.
That's right, baby. I like to live dangerously, ladies.
That's dedication.
The dedication that I didn't just instantly drop from the tournament, which I did tonight because I had to read a bedtime story. I was like, you know what? I'm out of this tournament.
I mean, you don't pay anything to enter these things, right?
No, it's free. So, yeah.
Who cares then?
No loss. Yeah. Although, I just got word. We will be able to have a venue fee for the Tavern Hero qualifiers.
I mean, I'm sure people hate that, but it's actually a good thing because.
Why would you hate it? It's like $5 or something, or
well,
whatever
people. They were paying $0, now they're paying $5.
Well,
I'm
somebody
sure
out there is going to charge like $20, and that's insane. Like,
yeah, that's well, it'll be
get the hell
appropriate
outta
to
here.
what you get. Like these events need to have
something.
monetization for the people
Yeah.
that allow us to use their space.
Exactly. That's
like-
why I always feel bad about the Tavern Heroes because it's like it's free, so the store makes $0.
Yeah, they sell a couple sodas maybe, and there's like
Right.
there's 22 to 25 people hanging out using up all their bandwidth,
Yeah.
and like they're not really making a mess like some other gamers do, but
No,
like
we're good.
there's a definite cost associated with it. There's an opportunity cost. That space could be used for something else.
Exactly.
So like having a venue fee, yeah, it adds cost to the game, and and you're basically like you're going from 0 to something in terms of cost, but you're making the game more accessible.
Heck yeah.
You're doing a good thing. Now, if
Yeah.
you're paying too much, if you're paying like $20 and you're not getting like,
Well, Magic.
like-
What's a PTQ now for Magic? Like
the
$1 million?
$30. I think it's like $30 for
no.
constructed, which is insane. And like I don't even know how much, but
It's
like
higher
they're a
than
lot.
that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was higher than that, but
Point
if
is,
somebody-
you should if you think you're paying something that's unfair.
Yeah.
And I think that $5 is completely reasonable,
Oh,
just
yeah.
as a baseline.
That's
Like it's
nothing.
it's like that's the price to have that seat that you're sitting in and use that internet.
Even
that consistent internet that you have to have in order to play Hearthstone.
even a value meal at McDonald's is more than $5. So what does that tell you? Like that is nothing. But anyway, that's exciting. That's really going to be a plus for the people that the venues that actually host these things. Because I've heard a lot of complaints where some of the innkeepers around the world are like, this venue will not let me host a tournament if I don't give them money. So like this guy, Joe Smith, has to give them like $500 to host a tournament that's free. So he's just out
Yeah.
the money, and like the venues doesn't care. They're like, you got to pay us, or you don't get to come. And I know, Gamers Gauntlet is not as savage, but it's you got to do something for the people that host these spaces. It's not free to turn lights on. So anyway, I thought that was cool. So we get to do that. This is exciting. So we got the stream up, and if you go into your client, there is a little lantern next to your name on your friends list. And
I noticed that.
If you
I didn't know
click
what it
the
did.
lantern, it brings up the Fireside Gathering beta in the client.
Wait, it does?
Yeah, it does. Are you looking at the
I
stream?
clicked OK. I clicked OK. It didn't do anything.
Oh.
Fireside Gathering beta. Would I have to click Learn More? Learn More. What opens a website?
Heck yeah, it does. But yeah, so anyway, it brings up a little thing that says, hey, here's what Fireside Gatherings are. It says learn more and scan.
Why do you have a button that says scan? My button does not say scan.
Awesome. It's because I'm a
My
baller.
button says OK.
It's because I'm a stone cold baller.
What the hell?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah. So anyway, if you hit scan,
Which I can't.
watch
I'm
the
serious.
stream. Look at the stream.
It says OK.
It'll say like turn because my computer is hardwired. It's a LAN cable, so I don't have my Wi-Fi turned on. It tells you to turn on Wi-Fi, and it will help you find a Fireside Gathering.
Okay.
How about that? Let me see if I can turn on my Wi-Fi real quick. I don't even know if this computer has Wi-Fi. I never use it.
Like every computer has a WIC these days.
Well, I don't know. This one's kind of bad. Oh yeah, I got it right here. Hold on. We're gonna connect to Wi-Fi. And we're gonna refresh this. We're gonna see what it does because this is exciting.
Is that what they call those people, by the way, Collector? They call them Gray Jedis? I
Look at
thought
that.
that was something they just made up for the RPG.
I am connected. Okay, next. Oh, no Fireside Gatherings here.
Interesting.
Anyway, so it'll tell you. So when you scan, if you've got Fireside Gathering around you,
What?
I assume that it's going to do
Why?
something.
Is that the name of your network?
What?
Virus Town.
Yes, it is.
Then my name of my network is Virus Town Rules.
Nice.
I'm not. Did
I
I
like
take
your
that
style.
from you, or did you take that from
No,
me?
you probably didn't take it from me. I've had it for forever, but I never tell anybody.
That's so strange.
It's just a little surprise for people in my apartment complex that are like, "Oh, let's find an open Wi-Fi network." It's just I always set it to that because I'm like, if I was looking through Wi-Fi networks and I saw something that said virus on it, it's like, do I really want to break into that one? Probably not. So, but anyway, so this will let you look for firesides or click Learn More. Like this whole time, the Learn More button's there, so that you can go, okay, I want to know what this is about. Why isn't it letting me find anything? And then that Learn More button takes you to the Fireside website where you can actually find one near you.
Here's GG Fireside Gathering.
Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. It's really great.
Do you input that title?
Yes, I do.
Can you expand it to say Gamers Gauntlet?
Nope, I cannot. I have a character
What?
limit.
What about Fireside Gathering at the Ann Arbor District Library? I think they fit theirs. Just saying.
Yeah, well, you know what? You keep saying stuff, the next one's going to say Fireside Gathering.
We know GG at all.
And then the next one after that's going to be Fireside Gathering at Nigel's house.
Oh God. There's only like 5 chairs in my house, so good luck with that.
Well, that'll work, yeah. It's fine. You got Wi-Fi, right? We're good. So anyway, that shows that they're like, Pat Nagel was not messing around. He was true.
Cool.
They are rolling this stuff out. It's exciting. Like, I'm jazzed about it. I mean, those type of things. I can't wait, like, at the next Fireside to try that out and see what it does. Like,
Yeah.
is it going to
Hopefully I'll be able to be there. There's a
cool stuff.
there's a LAN party that I'm going to the day before for Heroes 2.0.
I might
I know
do
that's
that
really
too.
dorky. See, like, I don't know if I can take 2 days. In a
That's
row
really
doing this kind of
dorky as
stuff.
we record a podcast about a digital card game. Come on.
It's okay, yeah, but like this is like convenient, right? I'm at home, in my pajamas or whatever.
True.
Like I'm gonna pick up my computer, I'm gonna take it somewhere, and I'm gonna play. Like when I have the internet, and voice comms.
Yeah.
Why would I actually want to do that unless I'm like a huge dork about it?
Well, next time.
You
I
should
do
go,
the-
by the way.
I might. I don't know. Who knows? Got too many kids. When I do the next Tavern Hero qualifier, I'm gonna have to take my desktop PC because I cannot stream the finals on that laptop that I use. It's so old I think it's got to be 10 years old by now, and it just is not going to do the stream. I really tried to get this last one stream, but it's like I think I got like 30 seconds of a match, and then it's just bogged down. You know, the instant I hit anything, it just crashes, and I couldn't do it. So I've given up on that. All right, that's all I got. I got nothing else.
I'm cool, man.
All right.
I'm cool.
Thanks to everybody who's listening to the audio version, and thanks to the couple of dudes who were brave enough to watch us stream and see these exciting Fireside features in person. I'm so pumped, man. I can't even.
It does seem pretty cool. Like, you won't have to.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I will give you one potential downside of this.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's a really small one. It's super small, okay?
All right.
So, one of the things that I've really enjoyed about coming to these Fireside gatherings is that I now have all these people on my friends list who I don't really know very well, right? But, like, I get to keep track of how they're doing, and maybe they'll whisper me, or they'll pop in and watch a game, or I'll do the same to them. And it's kind of like it's a community thing, right?
Yeah.
Having this Fireside gathering thing where it's just, you know, you log in and, like, there you go. You don't even have to friend people anymore, right? You just, like...
Well, presumably you will.
You will?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to, though,
That's
right?
interesting to see how they handle that, because, yeah, like, at our Firesides, you technically
I guess you didn't
don't
have to now, because you could do nearby players. See, I'm in a unique position because I'm on a different network when I'm there, because I'm special.
Yeah, and you're like, friend me, bro.
Wow.
I'm too cool to be on your Wi-Fi.
I am. I mean, look at me.
You know, a lot of people end up doing
I'm
that
a fat old
anyway.
man. I'm very cool.
Jesus. Yeah, tell me about it. Me too. But yeah, a lot of people do end up friending each other. And by the way, anybody that comes to a Fireside, feel free to add me. I'm DireSpare1752. Feel free. If you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, feel free to add me. I have like, what is this, 197 friends? What's the cap?
200, I think.
Is it 200?
I think unless they raised it.
Oh no!
I think they raised it. No, I think they raised it to 500, didn't they?
I was gonna say if it's 200, I'm almost there. Oh my god! I gotta call some of these people. Cut the.
I'm gonna get the big ugly axe.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
It's like this Joker. He never plays.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be like, who's this Nigel? Get him out of here.
Who is Jaggerfish?
Chase Cosgrove.
I got unfriended by so many people because I changed my battle tag right from the Olentangy to Jaegerfish.
Everybody at the Fireside was like, "Who's Jaegerfish? Don't delete this guy."
The Rick, the guy I play every single Fireside gathering.
Every time.
Every time I get paired against, it's fun, right? I think he's a cool guy, but he unfriended me. He's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Gone.
You know what's funny is every time I would come on, I'd be like, all right, is Nigel on? And I'd look and I wouldn't see the Olentangy, and I'm like, no, he's not. And I just close, and you're probably sitting online, and I was like, oh, I don't even care. Oh, because the name change really threw me a lot. But I have some people on here who I don't even remember talking to, and to be honest, I probably added them from a tournament, you know.
Yeah, well, you probably get it even more than me with the whole playing tournaments thing, like relatively often, at least.
You have to friend each other for a tournament, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got some crazy people on here, like Chase Cosgrove. I should delete this guy. I see him. You can see him there on the chat or on the stream. But anyway, let's wrap this thing up. What do we got here? We got. Thanks Nigel for actually showing up. Unlike Chase, who's a sucker and a bad guy. If you enjoyed tonight's cast, be sure to let us know. We got social media stuff. We got the Facebooks, the Twitters, Twitch, and YouTube. We got a couple of videos up on YouTube. I'm working on getting more up. It just takes a very long time to edit videos, surprisingly, especially when you're as bad at it as I am. You know, but I do it all. You know, I'm an audio editor, video editor, website creator, you name it. We also have a Patreon. Patreon.com/BrewmastersCast. I'm also working on getting content up there. I figured out what you can do is actually post your podcast directly to Patreon.
Hey, that's cool.
So people browsing the site can actually listen to the show right on the site, which is exciting. It's like, wow.
That's very cool.
It's almost like another type of iTunes store. You don't have to sign up for iTunes, so that's nice. You know. Speaking of iTunes, head over to iTunes, leave a 5-star review. Don't leave any other stars because that's bad. Right? You want to do the 5-star because we're awesome. Nigel deserves it. I mean, come on. But what else we got? I didn't see any new ones. Did you see any new ones today?
I did not.
No. Okay, neither did I. So that's awesome. Great.
Please come and leave one. We want to spread the good word of Brewmasters.
Yeah. shout out again to Josh for leaving the Stitcher review, because we now have 2 Stitcher listeners. 2. That's right. We've doubled our numbers on Stitcher. It's amazing. But other than that, like Nigel said, spread the word. It doesn't seem like a lot, but for us, it means a lot because it's exciting.
It really does. It really, really does.
It's really nice to see some numbers, and you see 2 people download the podcast, and you're like, that really sucks. Like 2 people, really? And then you see 200, and you're like, that is exciting. That's some cool stuff, man. You actually, when you search iTunes and you see us on the list, that's exciting. Because we weren't on there before.
Yeah. And our next step is getting that engagement. We want to, we know people are listening. Now we want to get people to talk a little bit about it.
Absolutely.
That's how the word spreads, man.
Yeah. Plus,
I guarantee that, and I'm not trying to say go do the Patreon thing quite yet because we're still pretty small, but we have it up. I guarantee that when we get some incentives up there, they're going to be amazing. It's going to be because it's all going to be super awesome beer oriented stuff.
Nigel's going to start dancing.
There will be no dancing incentives. Not from me anyway.
Oh, we need that. We need to make Nigel dance, guys. That's what we need. There's gonna be one of the stretch goals is gonna be Nigel must record the podcast from within the baby crib behind him.
Oh my lord!
You're gonna have to crawl in the crib and lay down with a blankie. Oh, but yeah. Anyway, we also have an email. We've got brewmasterspodcast@gmail.com because Brewmasters Cast was taken because those guys probably hate us. We took all their other channels, and they're probably like, how come we can't get a Twitch? It's well, so we've got it.
Suck it.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, send your love that way, and if you just want to give us beer recommendations, even ship it, because we're in Michigan, which is the heart of craft beer country, and it is. Is this the mecca for craft beer? Do you think?
That'd be a question more appropriate for Chase, probably.
Yes,
but
it is.
Right. I do know that
it's
Michigan is nationally renowned for that sort of stuff. When you when you see lists about what the states are all about in magazines or online or whatever, oftentimes Michigan will be they'll say Michigan's all about craft beer. Yeah. That's their thing.
Basically, the thing that freaks me out is everywhere you go in this state, you find it. There's I think within I don't know 10 miles of me, there's 4 craft breweries.
I think there's at least 2 within 10 miles of me, and I'm almost in the boonies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not necessarily in the city center myself, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how we got it here, but it's cool stuff. So yeah, shoot us an email sometime. That's all we got, man. We're gonna end this podcast. We're gonna end this stream too.
Excellent.
Good night. I'm gonna throw on my Hearthstone hoodie and I'm gonna go out into the night. Okay, maybe not.
And what? Walk around in the dark?
Yeah. Yeah.
Weirdo.
I'm going to go out into the night and play Hearthstone in a tournament on my phone.
Well, good luck, everybody out there. Format's fun. Get out there and enjoy it.
Heck yeah.
In 3 months, right before the next set comes out, and we're all, salty and sour. Remember the good times we had in April, because they're really good times.
How's it going to feel in late May?
It might still feel pretty good. It might really actually be good.
Yeah, who knows?
If you think, remember how MSOG,
it was
Pirates were
weird.
just there right from the beginning, and Jade, those are the 2 most annoying decks, and they were immediately apparent. Maybe Quest Rogue will turn out to be the Pirates of this expansion, but I feel like the deck is far more beatable than Pirates was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, more beatable by more decks. So while it may have been discovered very quickly, I don't think it'll be as won't be as annoying to play against. And if you actually want to beat it, you can. Whereas with Pirates, some classes are just I literally don't have the cards to do this.
Right. Wow. All right, man. So yeah, we'll have another meta update in a week or 2. So. Yeah.
Well, I imagine we'll go over the Reaper report or whatever when we get it. Good idea.
Once one comes out.
I thought one did, but I guess not. Like I said, I looked for it. I didn't see it. So
come on,
next week.
Syndicate, get on the ball. No, they waited 2 weeks or whatever. I don't know what it is. But
well, it's a massive format shift. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's super massive. Tempo Storm came out with one, but I didn't even look at it.
No, I wouldn't. Whatever. No, not that I don't trust them, but there's just too much rhetoric in their
Exactly.
in their analysis.
Yeah.
Not enough data.
Yep. I'm right there with you. It's kind of. I like to take it with a grain of salt and like look at it for ideas, but
Hmm.
I'm not gonna like pull the exact list from there. And there's been so many times where they they just put like way subpar cards in their lists, and I'm like, what are you doing? What?
Yeah,
What-
because
what
it's
are you
that
doing
guy
here?
and like the 5 other people at Legend on day one.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Come
what
on.
causes that sort of. It's like format inbreeding that
Man,
happens really early.
It's just silly. But anyway, we're gonna end it here. Adios and good night to all.
Good night. Good luck.